With the crew of Pike's USS Enterprise now revealed for Strange New Worlds, what do we currently know about some of the crew? Some characters are more known than others, such as the mysterious Doctor we're talking about today. Welcome to Trek Central, I'm your host Captain Jack, and let's get right into it. At Star Trek Day earlier this month, we got a promotional video for Strange New Worlds, the new live-action Star Trek series coming in 2022, featuring the adventures of Captain Christopher Pike aboard the USS Enterprise. This video showed us not only the cast of the show, but who they would also be playing, from Anson Mount Pike all the way to Babs Olusegun playing Dr. Mbenga. In this video, we'll be breaking down what we already currently know about Dr. Mbenga and what we might expect from him in the series going forward. If you want to keep up to date on all the latest Star Trek news, lore and more, then make sure to hit that subscribe button to never miss a video from the team here at Trek Central. You can also follow us on social media for daily updates on the Star Trek universe. Dr. Mbenga will be played by Babs Olusegun in Star Trek Strange New Worlds, but he isn't the first person to play this interesting Doctor. Mbenga was played by Booker Bradshaw in 2 episodes of Star Trek the original series, all the way back when it first aired 55 years ago. There is not much we know about Mbenga from the original series, but we know that he continued to serve aboard the USS Enterprise after Pike had promoted to fleet captain, when captaincy of the ship had been transferred to Captain James T. Kirk. It is interesting in the case of Mbenga seems to be the chief medical officer of the Enterprise under Captain Pike, but as we all know, CMO of the Enterprise changed to Dr. Leonard McCoy under Kirk's captaincy. We know that in the event of the chief medical officer Leonard McCoy's absence, Mbenga becomes the ranking CMO of the Enterprise, but why would someone who had been the CMO continue to work on the Enterprise under another Doctor? They could bring back some beta canon to explain this, but I doubt we'll find out why it is in this case, probably until much later during Strange New Worlds run. Another thing we know about Mbenga from the TOS is he interned on a Vulcan ward, which gives him experience in treating Vulcans, something which might be relevant to the story of Strange New Worlds, given we have some familiar Vulcans apparently turning up in the show. More on this later.
You'll live or die now, Jim. I don't know which. Dr. Mbenga interned in a Vulcan ward. He couldn't be in better hands.
It's interesting to note that the TOS script for the undeveloped episode called Shoal, which detailed a civilization under the control of a godlike computer, a very common TOS and sci-fi idea, Mbenga's first name was given as Joseph, and he originated from Uganda. It's also interesting that he is said to have a brother, Commander Simon Mbenga, who was the first officer of the USS Hope, a Federation hospital ship. Now obviously there was much more developed in beta canon in regards to Dr. Mbenga, which Strange New Worlds might take inspiration from, so it's worth a look. In beta canon, Mbenga is known as Dr. Jalibe Jeffrey Mbenga. He graduated from Starfleet Medical School in the 2250s, and interned in a Vulcan ward on Vulcan for several years. In the year 2264, Mbenga was assigned to Starbase 47, also known as Starbase Vanguard, which was located in the Taurus Reach, which is very close to both the Klingon Empire and the Folin Assembly controlled areas of space. Mbenga served on Vanguard under Dr. Ezekiel Fisher, and the two became good friends, with the two even attending rugby games on the station. Hard to actually imagine rugby games taking place on a space station personally, but this is Star Trek, anything is possible at the end of the day. After serving on Starbase 47 for a couple of years, Mbenga was transferred to the USS Enterprise around 2267, where we see him in the original series. Later on in the year of 2267, Mbenga returned to Vulcan to further his studies of Vulcan medicine. He assisted the Vulcan medical team in dealing with a deadly plague that had broken out on a colony called Nissus. But now that we know about Mbenga in both alpha and beta sources of Star Trek continuity, what might we expect of the Doctor going forward in Star Trek Strange New Worlds? In Strange New Worlds, we'll meet Mbenga played by Babs Olusegun, seemingly as CMO of the USS Enterprise. Presumably in that case, compared to his story in beta sources, his first posting might be the USS Enterprise, soon after interning on a Vulcan ward. If they do keep this beta source as inspiration for the story of Mbenga, they could push the story back a couple of years, and still have him serve on Starbase 47, perhaps even during the Klingon Federation War seen in Discovery Season 1, which would be interesting. They could even have Mbenga serving on Starbase 25, which was recently seen in Lower Decks and is said to be around during the TOS era, as the design of the starbase is based on Starbase Vanguard, and would add some nice continuity between the shows. We know that the showrunners of Star Trek Strange New Worlds do have monthly showrunner meetings, to discuss what they're doing in their shows, to see if any of them need to alter their plans to make sure the other shows progress with the another one.
All right, who's drinking? Hey, cheer up. They've been running that stupid party for generations. You're not the first two to end up in here after striking out.
Oh, yeah? What is that? No way!
What?
He and his pointy-eared pal tried to party crash back in, what was it? 2260-something. Ended up right here.
What is also fascinating about the fact Babs Oluscon is playing Mbenga is that Babs has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So we could see a Doctor being able to handle any alien threat that may appear in Strange New Worlds. A Doctor kicking ass in Star Trek, just what we need for the series. While Issa Briones' skill of singing being shown in Star Trek Picard with a rendition of Blue Skies, I think it's a good chance that we might see Mbenga use some Jiu-Jitsu against enemies on board the Enterprise or some other alien world, or Strange New World. Speaking of which, as we mentioned earlier, familiar Vulcans may be showing up in Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Given Mbenga is familiar with Vulcan medical needs, it would align perfectly with the rumours and suggestive news we have been hearing so far. Trek Central broke the news earlier this year in July that actress Gia Sandhu is being brought into the cast of Strange New Worlds to play T'Pring. A Vulcan character appeared in the original series. It's very likely this T'Pring is the same character seen in the TOS episode Amok Time.
As it was in the dawn of our days, as it is today, as it will be for all tomorrows, I make my choice. This one.
T'Pring was bonded with Mr. Spock, and given he is also in Strange New Worlds, it's likely the storylines between the characters will revolve around them, but also Dr. Mbenga. According to Amok Time, Spock had not told anyone in Starfleet about his arranged marriage, or even his need to return to Vulcan every 7 years. Introducing T'Pring into the Strange New World story could mean that the show would delve into Spock's past, and even his personal life on Vulcan. Bringing in a character that had only one appearance in the Star Trek canon thus far is a smart move for the producers of Strange New Worlds. This will allow them to tell new stories between a beloved character, Spock, and T'Pring, without worrying about confusing timelines and earlier stories.
Explain.
Ston wanted me, I wanted him. You have become much known among our people, Spock. Almost a legend. And as the years went by, I came to know that I did not want to be the consort of a legend, but by the laws of our people, I could only divorce you by the caliphate. There was also Ston, who wanted very much to be my consort, and I wanted him. If your captain were Victor, he would not want me, and so I would have Ston. If you were Victor, you would free me because I had dared to challenge. And again I would have Ston, but if you did not free me, it would be the same. For you would be gone, and I would have your name and your property.
That is all we know about Dr. Mbenga going into Star Trek Strange New Worlds. If you're looking forward to the appearance of Dr. Mbenga in Star Trek Strange New Worlds, let us know down below in the comment section as per usual, because if you're talking Star Trek, then we want to hear about it. If you want to keep up to date on all the latest Star Trek news, lore and more, then make sure to hit that subscribe button to never miss a video from the team here at Trek Central. You can also follow us on social media or join our community Discord server. For now, I've been Captain Jack, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Live long and prosper, my friends. Goodbye.